Yo, 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 what it do, family? It's your Uncle T coming back at you once again with another Toombs talk. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what it is, man. It's a quick little vibe check. So we got this new moon in Cancer coming forward. Big shout out to all my Cancerians. For those of y'all who know, your Uncle T is a Cancer and he just had a birthday at the end of June. So big shout out to my fellow Cancerians, all my little water crab friends. And this is going out. We got some more. So we gonna start it off by lighting the dragon sage. We in a different room today. So yeah, that's what's up for the different setup. But we gonna light this dragon sage, kind of clear the energies, and we about to do a new moon vibe check. Y'all know what it is here on the channel. So come and holla at your unc. Tell me what's going down with y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Your Uncle T's been doing well. I mean, there's always something popping off, you know what I'm saying? But such is life, you know what I'm saying? We can't let anything disturb our flow. We can't let anything disturb our zen. So that's what it is. Anyway, calling in your most elevated angels, ancestors, and allies. And check it out, y'all. Check it out. My homegirl got me 2 new decks. She got me a tarot, an oracle deck, the Sacred Forest Oracle, little whimsical, little mystical, and we got the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. Now this is cool. It's a really nice thing. Comes with a giant booklet, and then we've got these size tarot cards with it. So a little bit different. And so I've done some personal readings, kind of vibed with them, and we're gonna see how y'all like them. So let's go ahead and do a quick little shuffle. Let's get this cleared out. Do a quick little shuffle, and you know what it is, man. Holla at your unc. Tell me what's going down with y'all. For those of y'all who are fellow Cancers, jot down a Cancer or a crab emoji down in the comments if you choose to do so. Some of us like to keep our astrological signs on the down low. But for those of y'all who are Cancers, loud and proud, comment down a Cancer emoji down below. Let's do one more shuffle, and we're going to see what wants to come forward on the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Holla at ya. All right, first card. Wow, we've got the elves. Playfulness, y'all. The elves and the keyword of playfulness. So y'all need to get some more playfulness in your life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be taking life way too seriously, and y'all need to get some more playfulness in your life. I also noticed the new moon right there. It's basically about to be a new moon. We got a new moon on the 14th, if my memory serves me correctly. So this is kind of the position that the moon's at right now. It's just about to be a new moon. So again, we're rocking with the elves in this particular card. It's the card number 15, which also breaks down to the number 6. It will be the 15th, so the new moon's on the 14th. And then we've got the card number 15, right? So between the 14th and the 15th, there could be something manifesting in your life or something coming forward. We've also got this shooting star. So if you go outside and you see a shooting star, be sure to make a wish. Or better yet, maybe this card's telling you that the wish that you've already wished upon a shooting star is fixing to come true. So, again, y'all know what it is with the readings. Take what's resonant for y'all and discard the rest. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But for those of y'all who've been wishing on a star, holla at your unc. Holla at your angels, ancestors, and the allies. And then, so we got this Gilded Tarot Royale, right? So it reminds me of, what's the... I'm wishing on a star, doom, 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 that's somewhere very far. And that's Rolls Royce. So it's not Royale, but it reminded me of Rolls Royce. So wishing on a star, playfulness, rocking with the elves, okay? So holla at your little elven friends. Add some playfulness in your life. Also, too, the elves can be a little bit mischievous. Sometimes they can hide stuff. If you find crystals that are hidden or things that you haven't found for a while, you may need to holla at your elven little friends, okay? So this is also telling me that not only are we allowing, or that we should be cultivating and allowing playfulness in our lives, but there could be something that you misplace. And it could just be some type of playful element to it. So again, don't take things too seriously. If you've misplaced it, just continue to move forward. Talk to your little elven friends, man. Maybe they'll come forward and they got something for you. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So on this topic of playfulness, card number 15, rocking with the elves, we're going to pull 3 tarot cards with this new gilded tarot. Let me know how y'all like the cards, man. I mean, it's a little different. You know, everybody's got their own little resonance. This particular deck, this is the back of the card. It's got like a Pegasus, lady riding a Pegasus, the horse with the wings. She's clutching it very carefully. So it's kind of fairy. It's a little more feminine, you know what I'm saying? But I still love them, you know? You never look a gift horse in the mouth, right? So my good friend gifted these to me, so I am grateful. All right, so let's see what wants to come forward in this tarot deck. Wow, we've got the Fool, the 0 card, straight off the rip. Straight off the rip. We talking a new season, new changes, a 0 card. You know what I'm saying? Right at the beginning, the ending and the beginning, and the beginning and the end. Interesting. So we've got the Fool card, and then you see the Fool, we've got all the zodiac signs, right? We've even got that moon back up in there, okay? What else we got? We got a little dog. Of course, he's got the dog. So we've got the court gesture, the Fool, and we've got all the zodiac signs. So, you know, this can incorporate any one of y'all, whatever zodiac signs y'all are rocking with, Cancer or not, you know what I'm saying? And could incorporate some type of new beginning based on other zodiacal signs. So let's see what else wants to come forward. We got the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles. So let me take a deeper look at this card. I know traditionally what the 5 of Pentacles represents. Normally it's like 2 people out in the cold. And in this deck, it's kind of very similar, but it's got a different feel. So, you know, you see that the pentacles are like the stained glass windows on the church, and you've got these 2 people outside, you know, seemingly outside of the church. They look like they're in robes. They look like they're peasants. You've even got the little rat right here, okay? So again, playfulness, the Fool card, which is new beginnings, the 5 of Pentacles, 5 representing changes, Pentacles representing the earthly aspects in your life, health, wealth, money, things like that. And then we've got the 8 of Pentacles, okay? So this is about the tangible things in our lives now, okay? So again, even with that playfulness thing, you might have misplaced something. It's like these 2 people are feeling out in the cold or like they lost something, right? The Pentacles representing changes, but then we've got the 8 of Pentacles coming through. The 8 of Pentacles represents typically hard work, diligence, right? Mastery of one's craft, okay? So let me see what we got going here. Again, we got the little mouse, the little rat up in here. Now, your Uncle T's also a rat in Chinese astrology. Now, rats are very witty and intuitive. Well, it can be intuitive, but they're very witty, very resourceful, and they always store for later. So that's coming to mind. So again, if you've misplaced something, or if the elves have taken something, maybe they've just set it aside for later, okay? Or this is something that you feel like maybe it's a certain type of energy that y'all have lost, or a certain level of playfulness. Maybe y'all have lost y'all playfulness and you feel like it's been misplaced, or you feel left out in the cold maybe by something else or some other circumstance. And so now it's time to recultivate that, okay? Through your hard work, through your due diligence. Let's see what else we got. So we've got all these books. We do have the Black Widow in there, some cobwebs, okay? And then you've got these 8 pentacles flowing in the air. So here's what I'm seeing with this one too. It's like, it's a level of mastery, but he's neglecting things, because you've got the web down here, you've got some webs in the sky, and he's so focused on his work that he's forgot to clean up things. Or in the essence of this particular reading, he's forgot to play. So remember, don't be so caught up in the mundane. Don't be so caught up in the pentacles, the earthly aspects of life, and remember to play. Okay? So, and then the Fool, being that this is a new season. It's a new season for you to start to cultivate play, for you to start to cultivate seeing the brighter side of life, seeing the more jovial side. And then the pentacles representing the earthly aspect, something that's so tangible. Don't get caught up in the earthly things, you know what I mean? So whether it's your job, your wealth, money, your physical resources, things like that, don't get so caught up or so focused on that you neglect the other things, neglect to play, or neglect to see the brighter things of life. That's one of the things about the fool, is he's a fool, but all adventures are up for grabs, essentially, right? Like, it's like, yeah, sometimes they can see him as naive, and he's like on the cliff and about to fall off the cliff. He doesn't it's like a little baby. They don't know what they're getting into, but they're so awe-inspired by life, and they see everything as play. So right now, Great Spirit is asking y'all to reignite that playful spark within your life, okay? Don't get so caught up in the losses. Don't get so caught up in the changes. Don't get so caught up in your work. Don't get so caught up in being tunnel vision, so focused in the certain level of mastery or your craft or whatever it is that you've been focusing on so much. He's neglecting things because you've got all these cobwebs and shit. Even the mouse, let me see. What's the mouse got in his hand? Oh no, that's just part of the stained glass. I don't know. The mouse is looking at him though like, hey, you know what I mean? When you gonna stop working, man? When you gonna start to play? And then at the bottom, we've got the King of Pentacles. And remember, the bottom of the deck represents the subconscious. So in the subconscious theme of this reading is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is obviously extremely resourceful. He's got all his ducks in a row. And as much as he's focused on the tangible, physical things of life, the earth element, health, wealth, money, things like that, house, fortune, he's also, he's the king. So it's like he's got this broader picture point of view, and he's not so focused on the mundane to where he's not so short-sighted. A king cannot be short-sighted. He's going to see the bigger aspect. He's going to see the bigger picture to be able to bring these things into fruition. So remember what I said about wishing on a star? Now the subconscious aspect of this reading is to be able to bring these physical, tangible things into fruition somehow through this playful aspect of life. And we got my boy MJ here, who is the GOAT, by the way. You know what I mean? And then we've got Kobe right over here. So my two GOATs, opinions, everybody got their own opinions. But that's just another subject. But we see this level of play, man. You know what I mean? Just flying through the air, just playing, just having a grand old time. And everybody just watching them. Everybody just watching them. So you might have some people watching you and looking to be awe-inspired by what it is that you're going to bring forward. That's what the king does. The king has all his concubines and all his people looking to him for direction, looking to him awe-inspired by, and he's revered by the things that he has. So the pentacles, revered by the things that he has. And we see all these wings. So remember to continue to call on your angels, ancestors, and allies for guidance. Obviously these pentacles, I see a lot of green. So some of y'all may be working with green crystals. Moldavites coming to my mind. Emeralds coming to my mind. Green aventurines coming to my mind. Jade is coming to my mind, okay? So those are some beautiful green crystals. We've even got the squirrel right here, and the squirrel is very playful and can even be distracted in a sense. You know what I mean? So the king's not distracted per se, but we do have the squirrel in here that represents this other aspect of play. This is beautiful. So yeah, these are the first times I've seen any of these cards, okay? And then what was under, this is the bottom of the deck, what was under is also the Temperance. I guess I got to show y'all the Temperance, which traditionally is represented like by Archangel Michael. In this case, we've got a beautiful female, and then she's got the fire and water. Normally it's like Archangel Michael standing and he's pouring the water in his cups. It's Temperance, right? And so we're now balancing this aspect of the fire and water, the Lian Khan in Taoist philosophy. the yin and the yang, okay? The day and the night, the light and the dark. This is beautiful energy. Again, we got that moon. So again, new moons are all about manifestation. Use this new moon to manifest what it is that you've been wishing on a star about, and you're gonna, you're gonna receive all these blessings, these tangible blessings in your life, but it's gonna come through some certain level of playfulness. Don't get so caught up in things. Don't get so caught up in the mundane or what it is that you've lost, or feeling outside of things, like these people are outside the church. Don't get so caught up in your work or even a certain level of distraction. I see this as like we forget to play and we get so distracted with things, and that can even seem as play. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get, or just as we all can do, we're stuck scrolling on Instagram or this and that. I try to stay off the gram. I try to post and get off. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I can tell some of y'all are just on way too much. Scrolling, distracting yourself. And it's like you're watching this play vicariously, but you're not embodying the certain level of play. Therefore, you're not manifesting things, okay? If you want to manifest things, new moon is a great time for new beginnings. The Fool representing the 0 card. We're moving on to new beginnings, but it's through that aspect of play. You know what I mean? He's juggling things. He's juggling all the zodiacal signs. So you've got everything at your disposal. You know what I mean? So we're talking about all zodiacal signs, all aspects of the planets, the sun, moon, stars, all the different planets in the sky, which also represents all the different people. So you may come and encounter certain people that are also going to help you embody that level of play. Or maybe y'all need to go out and kick it with some people, some different people, and start to play. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so those are the messages that are coming through. It's your Uncle T on a new moon in Cancer. Little Toombs talk with a quick little vibe check. I gotta drink my little elixir right quick. Yes, embodying that level of play. So we take this reading, we embody it into our essence. We take a sip. And tomorrow's a bigger and brighter day. So get ready, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You already know the drill. If you want to connect with your Uncle T on a one-on-one, holla at me. We can figure something out. Until then, I'm going to holla at you next time. And we're thanking your most elevated angels and ancestors and allies for being here with us within this message. Ashe. And I'm going to holla at you next time.